Welcome back. This is Pod Deep, episode 54. We got the bros in the house. Anthony, Notorious RD, said, we call ourselves C now. So, brand new year, same team. We are here. Let's kick this off with you, Rob. Something to think about. What you got?
So, this ain't gonna be a real deep thought question. It's not nothing to make you think real hard. It's just something I'm gonna throw out there. So with the litigation that we've seen from Drake about the Not Like Us song, let's say you're Kendrick and the NFL comes to you and says, hey, with all this heat coming down over this song, hey, I'm gonna need you not to perform that song at the Super Bowl. What do you do if you're Kendrick? So Squeak, I'm gonna go to you. If you're Kendrick and they tell you due to the heat this surrounding Not Like Us, and they tell you not to perform it, what do you do?
So not performing means me not rapping. Is that correct?
Not perform that song, right?
Yeah.
Right, not perform. Like that is not one of the songs included in your package for the Super Bowl.
Okay, so I would still play the song doing my set and not grab the microphone.
No, you can't play.
Drop the beat.
You can't do an instrumental. None of that. You cannot. The song cannot be played. They do not want you to play the song. What do you do?
I go. Tell the Super Bowl I'm out. Yeah, I would stand. I wouldn't. I already disagree with the whole lawsuit and everything like that. And right now, you got to say that's probably his best, most hidden song he got that's relevant right now. If you don't allow me to play it, go find somebody else. I'll put the pressure back on the Super Bowl committee. Go find someone else at this short hour.
What about you?
I would go the opposite way of that. Super Bowl it's too huge. It's a big fucking deal. You can just look at, especially black artists that had opportunity to do the Super Bowl. Do the Super Bowl. You got plenty of a catalog to get you through it. You can let out a press release after the fact saying, "Hey, I know you was disappointed, not like us, but because of this, and this, we couldn't perform it. We apologize." But the Super Bowl too big of a deal to pass on it. It's just too big, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't drop out. I would still take a shot at Drake. I would come up with a clever way to take a shot at him. I don't know if I would have like a car driving in playing that music and I couldn't rap, but the car coming in and just have it on the LA type of vibe of six floors hitting switches and shit like that, playing that song, but then I come to the stage. I would try to do it like that because what I'm not going to let you do is control my moment with your lawsuit. So that's how I play it.
Squeak like Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But that's what I'm saying is, y'all don't think putting the pressure back on the NFL will be like, nah, I'm going to perform it.
No.
2 weeks before, they stuck.
They'll get Lil Wayne. They'll get who won't perform at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big. It's too like who that's like big shit. That's big rock shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll call fucking Madonna. They'll call fucking I don't know, but it's too big. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't not do that. In my opinion.
What's your thought, Ryan? What's your thought?
Yeah, initially I was like, man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna perform. I mean, if I can't do that, then I'm out. But listening to y'all talk, said what you brought up, like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna agree. I'm in agreement with what you said, and I'm in agreement with what you said, Squeak. This nigga is so damn diabolical and clever. He don't necessarily have to perform Not Like Us to still incorporate Not Like Us into his show.
Right.
Like he'll figure out a way to motherfucking make you be like, oh, I get it. I get what he's saying. So yeah, I changed my vote. Like, yeah, If you say I can't perform not like us, I'll continue on with the show, but I'm still gonna figure out a way to needle Drake.
Man, all you gotta say is probably a minor. Everybody know what you're talking about. You could just throw pieces of it throughout your show.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish Jay was on to really get to see what he would
say.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that was my quick little question of the day for everybody.
That's a good little question.
Keep it
All
pushing.
right, so let's go to the next question. Will Deion be the next coach for the Cowboys? I'm coming with you, Hot Rod. What's your thoughts on that?
Hot Rod gone, bro.
Oh, he gone. Come on, Ant. What you got on this?
So, am I?
The Dallas Cowboys.
I guess right back.
Okay.
I wasn't going.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Fuck, I don't know. Because we hear so many damn different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the beginning, you know, Deion said that he didn't want to be a head coach in the NFL because he didn't want to deal with the headaches of, you know, trying to get players to play. You know, that was something that he didn't understand, how you don't want to play.
Mm-hmm.
And his impact is bigger, I think, with college kids and inspiring them. But then he comes out and says, well, shit, if I can coach my son, if I can coach both my sons, and I think about it, and in this instance, it's now the Dallas Cowboys, and now he interested, and so it's really, I don't know. Fuck it, I'll say yeah, they'll work it out. He'll be the next coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. What about you, Ant? What's your thoughts?
I think for Deion he don't even have to win the Super Bowl. If he get Dallas to the Super Bowl, he'd be a legend in the coach. I mean, he'll break the internet. I think Dallas got to do it no matter what to be relevant. And they about being the most most expensive team in sports. Deion will enhance that. So I think they stuck. They got to do it because no one else after you dangle the carrot of Deion, no one else is going to fill that void for Dallas. And right now, if you do that, your Cowboy fans they gonna be pissed if Deion ain't the coach at this point. So now he handcuffed. He almost got to do it. So I just think, and I think it may not be this year, but a year or so, he get Shador and he get both his sons on that team.
Okay. What's your thoughts, Ed?
Man, anybody tired of Deion? Tired of this dude, man. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm just tired of him, man. He just working my nerves. Like, everything about him, like, starting to work my nerves. It's just too much. Man, sit your ass down. That's my opinion, my personal opinion. I do think he'll be the coach because they both clamor, that attention. The Cowboys clamor that attention. Deion clamors that attention. I think he's gonna be a wild failure. I do. I just don't. I think he can motivate kids. I do. Yeah, I think he can motivate you, grown men. I think he got a motivation for kids. I don't think he got a motivation for grown men. I don't think the grown men will look at him and his career as, we all know Deion was that dude. But I don't know when you're thinking about grown men in the NFL, they're going to be thinking about him as you that dude. You were that dude, but you ain't that dude. In the NFL, you got to think, I'm that dude right now. So I don't think his position in sports translates to grown men in the NFL. So I think his message will become tired. I think his message will become just overbearing. And it's kind of getting played out, man. It's kind of getting played out. I think you need to stay in Colorado, grow some roots, make that a successful program, and then he should move. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's going to the Cowboys, and the reason being, as long as Jerry Jones is alive, their personality is going to clash. But I think if Jerry turns over that title and that position, and his son is the coach, I think Deion would make that move. But I think right now, as we have it, I don't think he would be the head coach for next season because of what it entails and everything. You know, Jerry still has all the majority control, and Deion don't. Deion don't like that. So they're the same but opposites. You know, like Jerry wants all the attention, and that's something that Deion garners. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have somebody that's gonna undercut what he says and his motto. And that's what Jerry Jones does all the time. He undercuts his head coaches. And I don't think Deion want to sign up for that, you know. So I think he'll stay in Colorado until Jerry steps down, and he may then take that position. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think?
So first of all, Jerry ain't stepping down. He gonna die.
Right.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say that.
But Jerry's never hired a coach like Deion. So he's been able to undercut. He can undercut a Wade Phillips. He can undercut Jason Garrett, Dave Campo. All the two people he couldn't undercut was Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But
he couldn't undercut them.
But Rod, do you feel Deion's coaching ability is of a Parcells or of a?
Of course not.
Jimmy Johnson.
Of course not. It's not there. But his personality is, and his aura is there with them. His coaching ain't there, but his aura is there with them.
I believe
where he's not going. You can't outtalk him. You can't undercut him. He's going to be the show.
Right. I believe he's going to stabilize it to where he holding them accountable, and all the lights, camera is going to be on him instead of them players. So then they'll be able to perform at a better level. In my mind.
My bad, Ant. Said you brought up a point about him resonating with today's players. So I see that because today's era thinks Michael Jordan is trash.
Right.
Like they literally I watch videos where they say he couldn't go left. It's just like they just and they're not trolling. That's what they do.
Believe. Yes.
So I get that to where they can look at as great as Deion was. Like, come on, man. Come on with all that, man.
Exactly. I think it's a stale message. I think it's going to be a stale message. It won't. They don't need. I don't know if they need a motivator at that level. I think they need a coach. I think they need an X and O guy.
Yeah.
They need
I think they had X's and O guy. I think they need a leader of men.
Yeah.
And I think Deion can do that.
But do you like? I agree with that. But is he a leader of kids, young men, or is he a leader of grown men? I think there's a difference.
So could he be the Black Dan Campbell?
No, he can't. He can't lead like. I don't believe he can lead like Campbell. Do you guys?
I kind of do. I think they will follow and trust Prime. I think one.
Why?
He gonna have one. I think Prime is gonna have good coaches around him. He got people that ain't done it before around him, and then two, he got the cachet to say, "What have you done? You got to trust me. I'm a champ. I'm the best that they ever done at that position. I'm Deion."
I mean, I would agree had Jerry Jones made a play for Bill Belichick. But Jerry Jones proved that he didn't want what came with Bill Belichick. I don't think he would do the same for Deion. I think he's desperate right now, but Bill Belichick was available for you last year. And there was no reason for you not to go get him if you didn't think he was a good coach anymore. But Bill Belichick would do everything that we saying Deion would do. He would take over the control of the Cowboys, and it'll all fall on him. and Jerry Jones wouldn't get no credit. And that's what Jerry Jones don't want to do. He don't want to not be in a situation where he don't receive that credit.
Now I don't. Now I push back on that because Deion does not have a track record of building a team, building a professional team.
Right.
So that's something that I don't care how much cachet he has, he could not push that line in negotiations. He could not come in and say, look, I gotta be in charge of the players, I gotta be in charge of player procurement, I gotta have, because he has no record of that. So that couldn't be something that he stand firm on, in my opinion.
But I think that's why he wouldn't take the job.
So the news is going around is saying that he will take the job if the job is offered.
Right.
That's the new news that's going around.
And to go with that, somebody the same cabinet reported that Jerry, he would accept it if it's offered, and that those around Jerry are selling him on the notion of bringing in Deion. And on top of that, Jerry is what did they say? He's enamored with the idea. He's enamored with the idea of hiring Deion. So,
well, Deion makes him money. That's so no matter what, Deion make his business, the Cowboys, worth more. I believe Jerry getting old, he's trying to win. So I think, and Jerry and Deion are boys.
But this don't guarantee. This don't. If he hired Deion, this ain't for winning. I don't think.
This ain't. I agree, Rodney. It ain't a winning.
It ain't all about winning.
It's dollars.
It's about the brand.
Just marketing. Just marketing. That's all. It's just marketing.
And the reason why he didn't hire Belichick last year, they was coming off a 12-5 for the third or fourth time in a row. He thought McCarthy could run it back and try it again. That's why he thought I wouldn't get. You seen Belichick fail in New England, and I got a coach that's been 12-5 for the last 3 years. I want to run it back. That's why he didn't hire him.
Yeah, that was fool's gold right there.
To be truthful, McCarthy was doing a good job. He winning the big playoffs, but Deion ain't the piece that'll get you over the hump in the playoffs, is he? No.
I just think Deion can change the culture. That's all.
Okay. Let's move on to the next.
You bring Deion in, and you know who ain't gonna be far behind.
Yeah.
Who?
Playmaker.
Kevin Messer,
the playmaker gonna be the OC.
It'll be a circus.
He won't be the OC, but he'll be on that sideline.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He already on the sideline.
No, he gonna be on that sideline with a cowboy shirt on and some headsets. Yeah.
Man, y'all crazy.
Hey, let's go. Let's move on to the next tackle. Let's go to the Steelers. The downfall this season. Who's at fault? I'm gonna kick it off what you said. Who's at fault for the Steelers' downfall this season?
I think who's at fault is the upper management is at fault. They got to get a quarterback, man. They got to figure out a way to get a quarterback. Russ ain't the answer. They did the best at what they can do for what they could do, but Russ and Fields ain't the answer, man. You need a quarterback in this league. And I don't know if it's a scouting issue. The problem with the Steelers is that they always finish good, so they never get a real good pick. I think Tomlin is an excellent coach. That's your leader of men.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an upstairs issue. You got to find a quarterback, man. Whether that means trade, they're too good. They're constantly too good to not get over the hump. And they always a quarterback short. They good pretty much anywhere else except quarterback. So I think it's a failure from the management to put a playable quarterback on the field. That's
I got a question.
Yeah.
What quarterback are you getting? It ain't many good ones.
I would have been in the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes. Like what?
So you think Kirk Cousins this year would have been better than Russ?
Yes, with the weapons, yes, I sure do.
Oh man,
I think Darnold would have
you
been
know
better.
I live in Atlanta. Kirk Cousins is colorblind.
Kirk Cousins in a
Kirk Cousins is colorblind, man. He throwing to anything moving on the field,
but
whether it's your jersey or the other.
he can get the offense moving. You got a Swerp dynamic receiver, but you got one. You got a playmaker. You got a running back, a decent running game. You got a good
No,
offense.
I'm not down there for Pittsburgh.
It is
Go
not,
watch Atlanta.
huh?
Go watch Atlanta games.
I'll watch them. But Arthur Smith ain't the answer. That ain't no good. I don't know how he got the job.
No, I'm just pushing back to you saying they could have got better than Russ, and I'm saying who's out there that they could have got this better.
They could have got a passer. They could have got a true quarterback.
Sam Darnold.
Yes. It's all about. Yes, I think Sam Darnold would have been better than Russ. I do.
Okay. Go ahead, Rod. You go next. Who's at fault for the Steelers?
Well, yeah, I go with what says it's a failure at the top. It's been a failure for ever since Roethlisberger left. Like they do not, Tomlin. Like I was telling you guys earlier, like Tomlin is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's taking average to slightly above average teams, and he's maximizing those teams and getting them to the playoffs. But they can't win. Like they're not built to win against a Mahomes or Lamar, Josh Allen, whatever. So he's doing exactly what he should do, what you want a good coach to do. So I don't. Yeah. So it falls on the Rooneys, or whoever's in whoever the general manager is for the Steelers. It falls on them. And so for me, Justin Fields is my starter next year. And if he goes, 12-5, 13-4, and take us, to the second or number one seed in the AFC, great. If he goes 4-13, that's cool too. Because now we're in a position to where I don't know who's it's hard to say who the quarterback would be next year, but at least we're in the running next year for that pick, to be in the running for a quarterback. And hopefully they wouldn't fire Tomlin after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you letting Russ walk?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Because all he's gonna do is give you more of what you already got.
Yeah.
Which is 9-8, 10-7. That's all he's gonna give you. So break the chain, see what Justin Fields got. I mean, and that's another thing. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna let you whoever else go next. But it's funny. All this talk previously, man, Justin Fields ain't the answer. They need to put Russ in. They need to put Russ in. They need to let Russ cook. And then Russ get in there and start bullshitting. It's like, man, why they ain't using Justin Fields more, man? Like, damn, they should incorporate him more into the offense. That's funny.
You go next, Ant.
So I disagree wholeheartedly with both of them. I think, honestly, Russell Wilson had a solid year. Things that let them down was their defense later in the second half of the year. They stopped stopping people, which won them early games. The defense was killing, and the quarterback didn't have to make a mistake, and they won games. Later in the year, people running up and down that field like running water. It was,
and the quarterback was making mistakes.
Well, the quarterback was put.
Don't forget that part. The quarterback
was put in because the defense was getting lit up a little bit. The quarterback had to take more chances, and yes, he made more mistakes. He couldn't win with 4 field goals and no turnovers. He had to try to make a play.
He
And
did win the game. He did win a game like that.
what I'm just saying is down the stretch, the defense had a few more leaks. So I asked the question, who's out there better than Russ for them to get right now? You got your Sam Darnolds, you got your Daniel Jones, you got Justin Fields. I mean, I can roll the dice on all of them Swerpy quarterbacks. Ain't none of them I can say definitively better and upgrade the position. I don't believe no one else out there like that.
It ain't no indictment on Russ. I said Russ is the. I'm not saying Russ is the issue. I'm not saying that at all. Russ ain't the issue. They was winning games early. You're right with their defense, but you got to get a quarterback that can get you more than 4 field goals. Chris Boswell was their MVP, their offensive MVP. You realize that? They kicker.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, who you want them to go get? Geno Smith?
You could
Like
Geno
who?
been better. A rookie, draft a quarterback. I mean, you got to do something.
So you're saying a second round quarterback?
Yes,
But that's
would be better than
why
Russ.
I say you run with Fields, because if he's good, great. If he's bad, that's great too. Because now you're lined up to get a quarterback. You're in a better position. You're not picking 25. You're not picking number 20 or number 24. You're in the top 10. So you're more viable. You got a better chance to get a quarterback.
But you guys do realize the reason why they had to do Fields the way they had to do him this year, right? It would
Because they promised Russ.
Huh?
Because they promised him that from the
No,
get-go.
it would have upgraded the pick for Chicago. So if Fields played more than half the percentage, it would have upped the pick for them. So what they were doing was they had Russ first, got Fields, and so they was keeping Fields limited. But it cost them. That was shitty on their part. The blame goes all around the board. It goes from the offensive coordinator to the management and a little bit of coaching, because Tomlin stepped in and moved off of Fields because he realized as they got to that schedule, what Fields was doing is he was really regressing in Pittsburgh. He wasn't really becoming more. He wasn't opening up the offense. I don't know if that was still holding him. Yeah, I don't know if that was him holding him back, but you could see the defense was really growing tired of him, because when they went against the Cowboys ran all over them. The Cowboys ran over them from an offensive side, and defensively they manhandled the Steelers. And we had never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? The defense on the Steelers really kind of folded as they got to week 6 of this year.
They wore out.
Yeah,
they was carrying the load for the first 10 weeks of the season.
Yeah, and going back to management, it's no way they should have hired Arthur Smith as the offensive coordinator when you saw he wasn't doing a damn thing in Atlanta. It wasn't like Atlanta had this explosive offense with him as the head coach. And the thought of hiring him just was horrible, because he couldn't make adjustments in different games. So to me, it's management, it's the coaching staff and stuff like that. And Tomlin does play a part in that, because you should have utilized both of them boys to get something. And that's my thought on it.
Utilize both.
So let me switch this one time.
Said the other boy was garbage. Why you gonna utilize him?
He couldn't prove he could throw this year accurately. He proved he could run.
So
and in games where
he wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah, he wasn't a good quarterback, but in games where you felt like all Russell had to do was just utilize his legs, you got Justin's for that. You got a 3-2. This is the time to put Fields in.
You don't think the defense feels the same way that you do, that this guy can't throw? So when he's in the game, he's strictly going to run. You don't think that they would be like, okay, he's in here to run.
So just cause shit, you see big ass Derrick Henry, you know he in here to run. Can you stop it? Can you motherfucking stop? You know what he finna do. Can you motherfucking stop it? Just because you know don't mean you can stop it. Phil 6'2". Shit, he fast and he's strong. That don't mean you can stop it because you know it's coming. Shit,
But
Pittsburgh knew when
hold on,
Henry was hit. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, but Derrick Henry's not going to throw the ball.
They have a play where he could throw.
No.
Derrick Henry isn't going to throw the ball.
Okay,
He's running the ball.
That means he's
running the ball.
It's a run.
You bring in a quarterback that ain't Derrick Henry. He's fast, but he's not Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Now I know there's no chance. So I'm bringing in a quarterback, and I know there's no chance that this guy's going to throw the ball.
Man across the board, I know you can't throw the man over.
That's what you want because he can fucking throw. That's what
you
want.
But he's not going to throw.
He's not going to throw.
He got the ability to do both.
You just said he can't throw.
He can't throw a deep ball.
As we saw when they brought him in, the few times they brought him in, it was strictly to run.
No,
right.
He ran
that little RPO he ran a read option every time he came in.
No, he secured the first down when they needed the first down, and he
took
a hit. He got hurt.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
My bad, Rod. He may throw a screen pass. That's about the depth of his throwing tree.
That's what you want. That's all.
Like I said, you're bringing this guy in, and the defense has no fear of a quarterback throwing the ball.
No.
I don't like your probability of.
But you trying to make him the starter for the season,
right?
Exactly.
Because I would go with Russ over there.
You cannot continue to go 9-8.
Shit, you're gonna go 2-4 and shit 10 with him.
And that's what you need because you have to get in a position to where you can get a quarterback. You're never going to be in that position at 10-7, 9-8, unless you trade TJ Watt.
Okay, so let me pose another question. What should Tomlin do? Should Tomlin stay with the Steelers, or should he move on?
It'd be crazy to move. They stable. I'd never leave Pittsburgh. I'm stable. They good with 9-8 every year.
What you say, right?
I mean,
they good. They good with 9-8 every year.
If you can find a better,
who's better?
A better place, yeah.
Chicago. Listen, Chicago, Dallas, Carolina.
Not Dallas.
Yes.
I wouldn't go to Dallas.
He's a leader of men. The shit that they doing in the Steelers, Jerry does it. He would have more influence to say, I want him. Jerry got the check to do it.
Out of those three that you named, I would do Chicago. Yeah, I would go Chicago.
Probably Chicago, but why?
You got a quarterback.
Yep.
He's never had.
I'm just saying this. Why not?
He's never had a first year, second quarterback with the type of ability that Caleb has. Yes. Because when he got to Pittsburgh, Roethlisberger had already won a Super Bowl, and he had been in the league, about 6 years.
Yep.
So Tomlin has never been in the position to have a young quarterback with the ability that Caleb has.
And he can mold him and hold him accountable and guide him along the same things he could do with the defense.
I don't know if I want him molding them, but bring in the right offensive mind that can do it so like I said earlier, the black Dan Campbell, to where Dan Campbell is not looked at as being an X and O guy. He's not looked at as being an offensive genius. He's a leader of men. And he is assembled.
Two good coordinators.
He's assembled the perfect staff around him.
He's a Las Vegas gambler, Because that motherfucker would go for it on 4th and 6 and 4th and 2, and he don't give a shit if it's on his own team.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they lose this week.
Put your money on it.
I say Tomlin should bounce. Me personally, I think those 3 teams between Carolina, that's another young quarterback. He could build that up. I say Chicago, that's a young quarterback. He could build that up. I say Cowboys because he has Dak. They have a few weapons. They gotta own it. They got long pockets. Not to say that the Rooneys don't, but I say between those 3 NFL teams, Tomlin can really make a change and really make a push. And I think that best team would be between Chicago and the Cowboys.
Why leave and take a chance in being out of football in 2 years if you take any of them jobs?
Listen,
when you can stay in Pittsburgh and keep playing and keep going 9-8.
Listen, you in a division where they have top quarterbacks. And that's what you are going through. You could go to the NFC and do something. You could make a change. You got a better chance of getting at the Super Bowl coming from the NFC standpoint than you do staying in the AFC with no damn quarterback. That's why I would make the switch. That's why I would make the switch. I would make that switch to Chicago, add in a few pieces, get Caleb right, get his head strong.
Yeah, they really don't need no pieces. Shit, they pretty much got everything that they need. Yeah. They got receivers. I mean, maybe you need a quarterback. I mean, maybe you need another running back over Swift.
Yeah,
but where the Bears? What the Bears in the top 5, aren't they? Draft.
Yeah,
man. All they need to do is get that Kevin Boise State.
Yeah. Well, that would be ideal for Tomlin. They
need to draft that cat from Boise State, get a running, and go from there.
Yeah.
You think the running back was the issue?
No, I don't think he was the issue, but I think
Smith I thought was solid.
Huh?
He is, but he don't take that pressure off Caleb.
No, I would draft Genty and Keenan Allen, DJ Moore.
Receivers was Swerp.
Nah, he got
Keenan Allen.
DJ Moore is legit.
Adonze, he's supposed to be good. It's just
I don't see it in him. But you can get a receiver.
You put Justin Field back on that damn team. I bet that team does a little bit better than what they're doing now, though.
What?
I'm telling you. Listen.
Wait a minute, y'all just waxed poetic about how trash he is throwing the ball.
Listen, he may be trash, but he had a connection with DJ Moore before he left. He didn't have Keenan Allen and all that other shit. They was putting up some points. If you go back to that 2023 season, they was putting up some points of that defense that wasn't doing too much for him.
Choose. It was empty calories. It was him and DJ Moore throwing when the game was over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, it was more Justin Fields with his legs. Because I remember in fantasy, that motherfucker had some unbelievable rushing numbers, rushing numbers to where he would throw for 100. He threw for 125, and he ran for 175.
Yeah, he'll miss motherfucking throws now.
And this is Rod's quarterback. He ain't it. I'm bringing Russ back before I run him back with Justin Fields.
But if you bring Russ back, you're doing the same thing, and you're not going. You're going to be 9-8. No, I'll take that back. You're going to be 8-9, 7-10, because Russ isn't getting any better.
Nah, if Russ start the beginning of the year, Russ can win those first 6 games of
They won those. They went 4-2. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying them damn games was kind of close. The Atlanta game was close. Shit, who did they play after that?
They won the games.
Yeah, they won. They won the games without no touchdowns.
All I'm saying is, I think Pittsburgh won with Kevin Pinkett and them jokers at quarterback. It don't really matter who's at quarterback They're going to get to 8-9 wins regardless, unless they go in tank mode.
Okay.
So they're going to get the wins. They're going to get the wins regardless.
Fields in, and you grit your teeth, and whatever happens, happens. But if you bring back Russell Wilson, you're just you just continuing the same thing, and that's what you don't need.
Yeah. Okay, well that's a good segue. Who y'all got this week in NFL? Who do you all see advancing? Let's start with the AFC first, and then we'll go to the NFC. Who do you guys see advancing this weekend?
Ravens, Chiefs.
Ravens, Chiefs. What about you, Ant?
Ravens pulling for the upset with the Texans, but I think the Chiefs gonna win.
Okay, I got Ravens, Chiefs. Okay,
Nobody got the Bills. The Bills at home.
I know, but I don't think they can stop. I don't think they can stop old boy. I mean, yeah, I don't think they can stop Henry. I think Henry will pound their ass to the ground. I think they too much. Let's switch it to the NFC. Who y'all got this weekend? Start with you, Rod. Who you got?
Lions, Eagles.
What about you, Ant?
I mean, well, I don't like. I hate like. I don't think the Lions are. I don't think the Eagles are what they're cracked up to be. But I hate the
Rams. I don't think the Rams. Yeah,
and I don't think. I mean, so neither one of the. I don't think neither one of these teams are cracked up with what people make them to be. But I'm gonna go with the lesser of two evils and go with the Eagles. But yeah, the Rams ain't it. The Eagles ain't it to me.
What about you, Ant?
I wouldn't be surprised if both Washington and the Rams won.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to put money on it, I would put it on the Eagles and the Lions.
I mean, I think you're 100% correct because Detroit defense is banged up. And the Eagles, Hurts is kind of holding them back. The Rams, to me, is like the scariest team, along with Commander. They like the scariest team, you know. Their defense don't look good on paper, but their defense will get after you.
Cool.
The Rams defense.
Well, that was just
they got after Sam Darnold.
That was Sam Darnold.
I'm telling you.
That was Sam Darnold holding the ball too doggone long.
I'm telling you.
I'm serious. The Rams
have the experience.
The Rams are cool. The Eagles
got everything on paper.
So here's the thing. The Rams defense is going to have. They're going to look good Sunday or Saturday whenever they play the Eagles. Mm-hmm. They're going to look good because Jalen Hurts is limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they coach is stupid.
But the Rams versus the Lions. No,
Commanders.
No, I'm saying the Rams versus the Lions.
Yeah, that's you
know, or the Rams versus. We saw with the Rams versus Josh Allen. The Rams versus a competent quarterback back there. I think it's a difference. Now we don't have the number one Rams fan on right now because I know he would be pushing back like a motherfucker. But you know,
that's what I said. The matchup, the Rams got the team that they needed, which was Philly. Because if the Rams played Detroit, that'd have been a big L.
The Rams the Commanders.
I give them credit. They played Detroit tight. But the game don't look like the games when they play Detroit. It don't look like the game when they play Sam Darnold.
No. Right. I'm just saying the Rams got the team that they need to get to win this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think the Commanders got the team that they needed to get.
Listen,
the Commanders would have got blown. The Commanders would get blown out by Philly if they would have played Philly.
That's another this week. Well, see, the Commanders beat Eagles and lost to the Eagles, so it's
I just in my mind, I think the Commanders. I think this week is going to be a week where Detroit defense is going to show they're not that good. Now,
And
can they keep up? Because Detroit going to score some points.
Detroit is going to beat them by double digits. They're going to beat them by double digits.
I don't think so.
Easy.
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll reconvene next week.
The Commanders' defense is not
going to
that
be
good.
easy.
I know they ain't good, but I think Commanders going to put some points on the board.
I don't think so.
I'm saying the Commanders going to score 30. So then, Rodney, if that's the case, that means Detroit got to hit 40.
Listen, the best way to beat Detroit is to keep their offense on the sideline.
And they will do that. They both gonna be going for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
Jaden is gonna be without the pass rush. Jaden Daniels is the X factor.
Yeah, that's we gotta have a special segment on him, man. He's doing some good things this year. We gotta have some special segment on him. So let's get to the next topic.
We already see.
Huh?
No, this is for Ant.
Yeah.
That's for Ant.
10. Put it in the books.
What do y'all think about?
I got you. That's confirmed. You saying 10 points?
$10.
$10. 10 points.
No, I'm saying they're gonna win by at least 10.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Man, I thought you were saying you got $10 saying that they're gonna win by at least 10.
I thought so too. Sorry, I was.
No, I'm just saying it's gonna be. I'm saying they're gonna win by double digits. Now it's whatever.
Yeah, they're not gonna win by double digits.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. That's why they play the games.
Before we go to the next topic, let's go ahead and throw it out. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? Who do y'all see making it to the Super Bowl and winning it all? Who do y'all see? I'm coming with you, and who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
If I had to put my money on the line right now for a Super Bowl winner, it would be the Baltimore Ravens.
Interesting.
I told you, I'm not a believer in the Chiefs. I'm not a believer in the Chiefs.
Who are they playing?
Man, I don't know.
Sound like the Eagles.
I mean,
the Eagles or the Commanders. That's what it sounds like.
I honestly, it could be the Eagles. I don't know. But the NFC to me is a toss-up between any of them teams. I think all 4 teams can make it from the NFC.
That's impossible, but okay.
No, I'm saying I would not be surprised if any one of them, because I think Washington can beat Detroit, and I think Washington can beat the Rams. So if the Rams and the Rams and the Commanders win, I think I got Washington going to the Super Bowl.
All right, let me ask you this: who did you pick, though? Who did you pick in the pool to make it to the Super Bowl and win and match up? Who was your matchup in your picks?
Well, one of them I picked Baltimore to win.
All right.
I think against Detroit.
Okay.
The other one I had Philly winning.
Okay. That's how
against the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. So I have Baltimore going. No, I'm sorry. I got the Chiefs going against the Eagles, and I have the Eagles winning. If I'm looking at the landscape of it now, I'm still thinking the Chiefs are going, but Detroit kind of scares me. I think they kind of scare me a little bit. So if I had to pick, I still say Philly. I say Philly winning. That's why I got Philly. It could be a bird Super Bowl with Baltimore facing off against the Eagles, but I got Eagles winning.
I think this Lamar year, so that's why. I mean, if I had to put money on the line, that's where I'm going. Okay. What about you, Rod? You a Baltimore? Who you got winning?
Lions. I got the Lions winning.
Got the Lions winning. Now,
Lions versus Chiefs.
Okay, so that's what you picked, but have your thoughts changed? Have you wavered from it? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because everything is lining up everything's lining up perfectly because this is the perfect matchup for the Lions. You know, if because they don't have to face Green Bay again.
Right.
They don't have to face Minnesota again because those would have, regardless of what Green Bay has done, and regardless of
There was the
saying
two teams that you was afraid of most for the Lions.
yes, because they already beat them twice, and they would have if they had to play either one of them, they would have to beat them a third time,
Which is
and
hard.
that would be quite a task. So they don't have to beat either one of them. I mean, they don't have to face either one of them. And the Commanders, they do not. They're going. The Commanders are, a good story, but they're going to get ran by the Lions. And then
You don't like the Eagles? The Eagles?
And then the Eagles. Come on, man.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Ryan. Have Detroit faced a mobile quarterback this year?
Yeah.
Cool.
Josh Allen.
And they lost.
And they lost. Yeah, sure did. You sure did.
I couldn't think of they.
It was a shootout too, if I remember correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the one when Josh had like 6 touchdowns.
They both put up 40 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I think Detroit only had one bad game when old boy threw 5 picks.
And they won that game.
Yeah, they won that game.
They won that game too.
Right. And other than that, they putting points on the board. You start to beat Detroit, you start off at 30.
Start off 30.
No, I'm just saying that, like, you need to be thinking I'm gonna score 30.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I think the key to beating them too is letting them self-destruct, them going forward, turning down points. You got to make them key stops when time arises, and that'll be because that stupid coaching is gonna come back to get Campbell again. Because you just can't do it. Teams are too good; they're gonna take advantage. But side note, who y'all got Monday? I don't think y'all. Notre Dame and Ohio State.
I'm rooting for Notre Dame, but I think Ohio State will get them. I'm rooting for Notre Dame though.
And this is this goes to the power of Marcus Freeman. Like, I've hated Notre Dame all my life. All my life.
I can believe that.
And I know Notre Dame is your squad.
Notre Dame my squad.
I've hated Notre Dame all my life, but I've actually been rooting for them. Because before the playoffs started, I was talking to my uncle. I'm like, man, I think Notre Dame might do something. I'm gonna root for them because of old boy. So
I like this squad.
So
I like the matchups that they had. I thought that they could make it here. Ohio State is a juggernaut right now. But I'm just hoping it's a good game. I hope Ohio State just don't get it and run away. Because Notre Dame known for laying an egg in the championship game.
But this might be the luck of the Irish, though, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's the perfect team. This is a perfect team, man.
So let's keep it perspective. You got a hot 20. Who you landing hot 20 on?
Me? Irish.
Who you landing hot 20 on?
I never go against the team I'm pulling for. Can't do it.
Who that hot 20 going on?
I probably would say Notre Dame at this point.
Yeah,
even though Ohio State has been the most impressive during the playoffs, I don't know, something about Notre Dame, makes me think that this might be it. This might be their year.
Yeah.
If old boy pull this off at Notre Dame, do you think he should get a head coaching in the pros?
Well, 2 weeks ago.
Too early?
Well, before that, his name was floating for the Bears job. Before they got to this point, they was talking about him at the Bears job.
Okay. I mean, he doing miracles with the team he got.
Yeah.
You talk about Mike Tomlin doing miracles. He doing miracles.
He
I
got
think
them.
they said he
He
only
got
got
them.
two. He only got 2 5-stars on the whole team.
Yeah, he got them playing at a level.
And then of course, with the academic part of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't, okay, yeah, you can bring in, you can't just go get anybody
Right.
to go to Notre Dame.
All right.
I
You know what? Speaking of college, let's switch to the new topic. Belichick job at UNC. What's your thoughts on that? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it just publicity? What's your thoughts on that?
It's more
Come
than
your way.
publicity.
Huh?
It's more than publicity. I think he's trying to rebrand his name.
Well, 1-2 years at UNC and then back to the NFL to
Depending
capture
on,
the record,
we got to see how he do.
or just 1 year.
Got to see how he do.
How many years did Deion do at Jackson State? Was it 2 years or
2.
3? Okay.
Remember, every year he had his son 2 years, and he left, and him and his son left. But I think he trying to rebrand it, and his name still come up in circles of now being hired. Like once North Carolina hired him, now other people want him again.
Right.
So I think he'd do a couple of years and then bounce.
You think that he's going to turn that program around like Deion did for Jackson State and Colorado?
It takes 2 years. You can't do it in 1 year. Remember, everybody forgot Deion. What was his record last year? 4-7 or
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but they were in a tougher conference last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it was an improvement from 1 win. He got on the 4 or 5 wins, and then this year he did even better.
But he did go 3-0 his first year though there at Colorado. He did go 3-0.
Yeah, he went 3-0, and then
He
the
only
covers
won
came
one
off.
more game the rest of the year.
Right. He didn't. Yeah, he won. Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying. It's like if you think Belichick is gonna come in 1 year, this is just college. You ain't got he ain't got all the kind of people. He ain't got everybody in there that he wants. It takes time.
Yeah.
So, until I see him on the sideline, I don't believe it. So I have to see him. I have to see him in August on the sideline. Other than that,
they say he out there recruiting right now. Say he
It's a $10 million buyout for him.
Like I said, until I see August of 2025 and him on the sideline, I don't believe it.
Hey, so how would you feel as a player? He came to your house, got you committed to UNC, and he take the head coaching job somewhere else in the NFL. How would you feel?
Transfer portal.
You bounce.
Transfer portal.
You bounce. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
Ain't no. You got to sit out a year and all that shit no more. Boom.
Yeah, you out.
So that's the business of college football. So
I like that rule versus the old rule. Because to me that seems more fair. You have more control of your destiny if things just not working out for where you currently at.
I was talking about this with a friend. I don't like the bouncing around of players like this. I didn't like it when you were stuck and you stuck in a spot and the coach made you do whatever you like. You gonna change position because you can't go nowhere and all that stuff. But I don't like the bouncing every year. Catch up. I'm gone. I don't like it.
Think of how many guys, quarterbacks that have transferred and made it to the NFL in the last school that they transferred, from Russell Wilson to Jalen Hurts to, there's so many.
I get it, but I think I like for me, I think it should be a limit. You only get one.
Nah, because you're making a decision when you're 17, 18.
Go ahead, Squeak.
No, I'm saying you're making a decision when you're 17, you're 18, right? If the coach get fired at that university where you're playing and a new coach comes in and he don't vibe with you, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you ready to ball out, but he don't vibe with you. He don't like you. He didn't recruit you. He's bringing in his own recruits, and so it changes your mindset of, man, I've been a starter all my life, whatever. And the second team that I was gonna go with, that coach is still there. Let me reach out to him, and they rolling out the red carpet. I'm gone. Why do I have to sit out if I make a decision?
No, I'm just saying you only get one transfer portal jump. You can do it one time. After that, you shouldn't be able to do it 2 times. 1 year get hurt, then do it again. One portal jump, and that's it.
But it takes two to tango, though. So nobody has to take you.
Right.
You can jump in the portal like, I'm out. But nobody really, I don't have to, nobody is required to bring you on to their program. So if that's what you want to do, maybe it takes a few instances of people getting burned to where, like, damn, to where a motherfucker might think, like, damn, maybe this ain't what I want to do because, oh boy, I saw, oh boy, he jumped out there thinking he can go somewhere and nobody picked him up. You know what I'm saying? So,
what the problem is, people like me and you quarterbacks, Rod. You started this year. We the same year. Like, I'm out. I'm too good. I can go somewhere else. I go to Notre Dame. I'm starting. Boom. I got what I want. That was a success. How many times do you get to go do that, though?
As many times.
I'm just saying, like,
students get to transfer to any school they want to. You shouldn't limit athletes that way because it's all about education. It ain't like this is a business, but like you don't limit them like that. If you walk away from
you saying it like if it's used in its pure intentions. A lot of times school be like, Notre Dame, I need a quarterback. And you may be perfectly fine over there, but I'm paying you more. Come on over.
Hey, that's it's a business now.
Yeah.
It's a business.
That's what
Deion. I get what you're saying.
Was doing.
I get what you're saying. The spirit of it. Yeah, I get that because the spirit of it is like, damn, if I'm a coach and I got a player, I do a little background. It's like, damn, the first sign of opposition, this nigga, he was like,
yeah.
I'm out. That generally ain't the type of player I want. That's not the player I would want. Somebody who just the first sign that things didn't go their way, you know what I'm saying, they jump ship. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that.
But listen, just because you jump a ship don't mean anything. And if you ain't scouted out and you get there and everybody bigger, stronger, faster, and better than you, but yeah, they want you and you can't beat none of these guys on the field, you gamble. That's your ass. Because now when it's time to outdo somebody at the new spot that you at, you really ain't doing it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. Like, it's one thing if you're good and for whatever reason, you and the coach don't get along. And now I'm like, I'm gonna go in the portal and see if I can get some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. But on the flip side, you're third or fourth on the depth chart, and you don't think you can beat out the guys or you can't beat the guys out in front of you, ahead of you. I go in the portal. If I'm, me, the way my brain works, I might look at that and be like, nah, I'm good. You fourth on the totem pole and you tapping out, like, nah, I don't need you over here.
Yeah, I look at it like it's your decision because basically the next level.
I'm not talking about.
I like right. I got you. I like the freedom, and like you said, Rod, You taking a chance every time you jump in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're taking I get that. I just don't think every year it's 1,000 folks jumping in the portal because they mad at the coach. You didn't play me. I wanted to play all the games, or you started me, or this and this, and then
Or
it
their
just go out.
program is much more than what they initially told you. Like you waking up 4 a.m, lifting weights and doing all this, and they still ain't putting you in the game. You know, you got
Well,
to
I'm just saying it's there. It's just like you're not getting what they promised. Like you got beat out.
Yeah. Or when
I
you
mean, it's
do
just
win,
to
you
me, it's
never get
raising a soft
rewarded.
generation to
Yeah,
the
my
whole
cousin.
LeBron James. Just when the going get tough, you leave.
Yeah, my cousin. The one my cousin that coaches. He he's adamantly against this whole transfer portal thing, and it's mainly the same thing that we're talking about. It's like you know kids. Well, his thing was you're going to get a lot of kids that we don't necessarily hear about the kids that jump in the portal and nobody picks them up.
Mm-hmm.
We hear about all the success stories, I guess you would classify them, people that jumped in the portal and now okay, they were at Ohio State last year, now they're at Notre Dame or they're at LSU or wherever, but you don't hear about all the others that jumped in the portal and didn't garner any interest from other teams, and how that's going to affect that player, the ramifications of that for that player. We don't hear about those stories, so that's kind of the angle he was taking. So he was like, it's not a good thing to have kids being able to just jump around
Right.
free, willy-nilly, because ultimately it's not going to be good for the whole.
Right. I guess what Rod's saying is we hear about the hundreds that succeeded, but what about the thousands that didn't succeed?
Well,
That
shit.
just got caught. That just got caught out there with no school now.
Well, see, it's been like that. It's been like that. Like you had to sit out, and you just couldn't. So you were out of your eligibility. So it's kind of been like that. But the next level, the NFL, they're gonna trade your ass in your sleep. They're gonna trade you on your vacation on your off day. So it's really like no, like put it back in the student's hand. Let them decide. Let them get recruited initially, and then give them the option of really do they vibe, because like just playing football is one thing, but do you really like the vibe at this university, this area? Like do you really
I,
like it?
I feel like they just raising a soft generation to where when the goings get tough, you bounce.
Yeah,
And
that's
that ain't the real world.
That and how sound of a decision can you make at that age?
yeah,
Right.
and it comes back to that, because listen, I could roll out the red carpet till you, promise you the world, and get you up there and don't speak to you, or take you from your home, where the city where you born and raised, don't speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't give you the necessity that you actually need to make it. You're a long way from home, and a lot of dudes get homesick. A lot of
No,
dudes get
no.
homesick.
So what I'm leaning towards is, you're not they don't have the capacity at that age to make a sound decision. It's like, okay, shit don't necessarily go like you think it should go all the time.
Hmm.
That don't necessarily mean you need to be out.
Right.
So
That's what I
so
agree
you're
with Rod.
getting kids that have the opportunity now to where they can like, fuck it, I'm out of here. Like coach didn't say good morning to me, he don't
Yeah.
like me, I'm not gonna start. Like, so that's the part to where, like I said, my cousin was talking about, like, is detrimental, because now they have the free reign to just, I'm out, jump in the portal, and I don't have to sit out a year or none of that.
Right. Coaches got to kiss their butt,
Like
otherwise
it's
they be like, I'm
Like it's
leaving.
November of 2024, and I can be like, you know what, this ain't going the way I thought it would. I'm out, and then next year you're playing. So
Yeah.
so I see, I can see both sides of the argument, I guess.
And I'll say this to and wrap it up. We were bred to be controlled like that. That don't make you tough. It's best if you're gonna learn that jumping every time something go rough. It's best to learn it in your teens and in your early 20s. You don't want to be our age to find that out that ain't the best thing to do. But at the same time, that also gives you the freedom, and you learn that I got more power than they told me that I have. Because when you're in high school, you're at their mercy to get the scholarship. You don't push the issue. It's all about if they recruiting you, if they want you. You know what I'm saying? So now that you're in that big program, and a system, you learn offense, defense, whatever that is, shit, I could do this at anything. But in high school, you weren't thinking like that. Shit, you didn't know if you was good enough to even make it to Notre Dame. But now you hear, shit, I get up, run 4 in the morning every single day. I lift this, lift that. I could make it to the school that I really, really wanted to go to. I'm a believer. I'm gonna go for it. But I'm gonna go for it. I ain't waiting no, I ain't gonna be the fourth man on the totem pole. I can go for it. I know I can. We played against them. I know I can do something with them boys. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna throw my name in the hat. If it don't work, it don't work. But if it work and they pick me, I'm standing on 10 on that. So I like that option that's to the students, because never before was that ever given to the athletes. Never before.
But like I said earlier, you only hear about the success stories. You don't
Yep.
hear about the failures.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, and listen, we
I-
all graduated with
It's so
guys.
it's so new. It ain't came out yet, but
Mhm.
it's gonna start in about 4 or 5 more years. Of people like, what happened to this person? And he's like, man, I did a transfer portal and it didn't turn out like I thought it was gonna turn out.
It's
Now,
just like the high.
I
It's just
probably
like
should have stayed there.
it's
but
just
that
like
part
the
has
high school.
always been there, though.
It's just like the in the NBA when motherfuckers came straight out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Kobe's and your LeBrons, but
Yeah,
you got a slew of motherfuckers who did the same thing, and you know they selling drugs now, or working.
yeah, I got.
You know,
Yeah,
Listen,
that's a good point. It's kind of like that when they used to make the jump from high school. You see all them cats later in the first round, and they like you could have went to college and been a star and built your whole brain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have went to college and been a mega star in college, and then gave yourself a better shot. But you went straight to the NBA, never to be seen again.
but shit,
and
look at it like this. And you went to the NBA, you are a millionaire. You hire the best coaches that can prepare you. You can't do that when you go to college.
but
You gotta use what they got. You
but
know what
those
I'm saying?
kids, but those failures didn't make it to that. As far as like the high school kids that followed
Right.
that trend and came out of high school, the failures they didn't get that.
Some of them went undrafted.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that
Like, I
was
mean,
and this is another side story, but that's like we talk about the things, the NBA ratings and the game is bad and all that. That's kind of where it started.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think
that,
they should do like the NFL and make them. If you want to come out, go straight to the league. But if you go to college, you got to do 3 years.
Oh no. I don't
I'm just
think so.
saying. I think it should be a 3 year minimum in college. They getting paid. You're gonna like they still getting paid with NIL money.
well, they're getting paid now.
But I'm just saying is, so the change over makes so they stop drafting all these babies. Because I heard it yesterday in the Memphis game. Edie 10 years ago would have been a #1 pick. 2-time player of the year, 6'7", 4", skilled and all that stuff.
Wait a
10
minute,
years ago,
how many
he would
years
have been
ago?
10, 15 years ago, he'd have been the number one pick.
I don't think 10 years ago he would have been number one pick.
Shit, man. Who?
I don't think 10 years. Zach Edey?
Man.
Zach Edey.
Two-time player of the year.
20. I would say 25 years ago.
25.
25.
So you saying if Shaq was still in the league, then during that time he would have been picked while Shaq was still in the league.
I would say we're in 2025. So that type of player, the way the league is now, I mean, yeah, about 25 years ago, yes, he would have been the number one pick. But 10 years ago, fuck nah. Because the game that Zach Edey plays still doesn't translate to 10 years ago. So Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis was what? Was he the number one pick or close to it?
Yeah, he was 10 years ago. I don't have no computer to go
he was like 15 years ago. Zach Edey, Anthony Davis, nah. The type like he's more of a Zach Edey's more of a shit. Who? I don't even know who I can compare.
Greg Oden.
And okay, Greg Oden, that was 2006.
So about 20 years
that's
ago.
19. That's 19 years ago.
Yeah, about 20 years ago. Okay. So 20 years ago, he'd been a number one pick.
Yeah.
Because I don't think since Greg Oden, I don't think no one has been a number one pick for like a center like that since Greg Oden. The dude for Phoenix, what was his name? Aiden?
He wasn't number one either. I don't
believe. Yeah, he was. He was number one pick.
He was number one?
The dude for Phoenix.
But he was number one, but he still wasn't. Him and Zach Edey aren't the same player. Because he's much more athletic than Zach Edey.
Yeah, I got
you. Yeah. Let's get to your topic that you brought up, Rod. The Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor Fox Sport lawsuit.
Oh, that. So as we've seen, the lawsuit came out with the hairstylist alleging the Skip Bayless propositioned her sex for
$1.5 million.
1.5 and then Joy Taylor, as far as her, she was, and I really don't get what her involvement is.
So Joy was being accused of bullying. She was being accused
of
allegedly having sex with the executive to land her job.
That don't mean nothing. I think her thing is just the bullying, like more so encouraging that type of environment. Because the fact that she slept with or allegedly fuck whoever, that's not a part of
Hey, let me stop. Did y'all know she was married at one point? Joy Taylor, did y'all know she was married?
I knew she was divorced. I thought.
No,
I never knew she was married.
When I first heard about her, she was engaged to Earl Watson. Y'all remember Earl Watson, basketball player?
Yeah, I remember him.
No. They never got married, but they were engaged, and then they broke it off. But hey, I didn't know she was married prior to that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until this case came out. I was like, "What? She having a fur? Like, how you can have a fur you ain't met?" Yeah, that's when I found that out. I'm like, I don't ever remember seeing clocking a ring on her finger. Like that's a big rock she wearing. I don't think I ever saw that time period of her wearing a wedding ring or anything.
And I think that was before, to me, I think that was before she really popped. Because when she popped and was on there with Skip and Shannon, like I said, I think she was engaged to Earl Watson at that time.
Okay.
But anywho,
I'm just trying to figure out. Neither of these stories is like surprising to me though.
Why not?
Why would it be?
A hairstylist turning down a sexual proposition for $1.5 million?
No, what I'm just saying is that happens all the time. They cashing out. These people they got the money like that.
So my bad, and I don't mean to cut you off, but the floor is still yours. But I kind of want to shovel the snow a little bit and open up a path. So with this lawsuit, okay, one, what's your take on the validity of it? Do you think it's valid? And two, okay, do you think it's valid? One, two, the angle, I mean, and this part isn't really a part of the lawsuit, just kind of thrown out there. What do you think about a woman fucking her way to the top? So those are the two things. So
Right,
is it
right.
valid? And then what do you think about a woman fucking her way to the top?
So I think part of the lawsuit, yes, is it valid? I can see that happening. Powerful, rich white men having money, throwing that proposition out. I can't say that I'm like, man, I can't believe he did that. Yeah, I think he did it. Now she just now came across time. He shut up, whatever. But yeah, I think he did it. It wouldn't be the first, and it won't be the last time that kind of situation is gonna happen. So I'm just, you know, surprised it just took so long for it to come out. Now, two, fucking your way to the top, Joy Taylor. Again, that's old news. That's been done before. Most females, that's how back in the day, 25 years ago, that's how they got to the top. So am I surprised?
How do you feel about that? Not are you surprised, but how do you feel about that?
Guess I'm different. But I guess if she can live with it, then I can live. If she did what she felt she had to do, if she good, if she can live, if she can go to sleep at night, cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't have my daughter do it. I would tell her no. But if she can live with that, hey, it is what it is. What
I see. What about you? A, do you think that this lawsuit is valid? And do you think there's some validity to this lawsuit? And two, what do you think about a woman fucking her way to the top?
So I couldn't figure out if the plaintiff was married, in a relationship, or what, but a hairstylist. Someone asks you to have sex, propositions you to have sex for $1.5 million. All your morals come out. I'm not gonna do that. No. I don't see a hairstylist saying that. So everybody's innocent into proven guilty. I don't know what kind of evidence that she has, because it sounds like it's some he said she said type shit. So I'm gonna say that is not that it didn't happen, but how can you prove that? You don't have a money trail. If all your answers was no, you don't have where he was paying for sex or any kind of thing. He was just pressing you. Now she does say that she went to HR, so she could have a valid case. She could have a valid case on Skip on that angle. Fucking your way at the top is that's a personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Get some out of it. It's something I wouldn't do for a promotion, because I think somebody, had you on the hook. If you just thinking going in that it's a one-time thing, and your review come up and they already pressing you for that. So that's something I wouldn't do, but I wouldn't judge another person doing that, to each his own. So I don't feel no kind of way about individuals getting over like that. I don't feel no kind of way about that. I wouldn't want my daughter, my sister, my wife, my nieces, my female cousins. I wouldn't want them to take that angle, but I'm not I don't feel no kind of way. You know, you do what you got to do, survive.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
So, just kind of just parsing through all the different articles and different videos and whatnot. So this particular hairstyle. So I've heard a lot of people in the business talk about how people like that, makeup artists, hairstylists, and people that do that type of work, how they have all the tea of everything that goes on within a company and with an organization. And in this particular instance, I've heard about like what this particular woman has alleged. She's very detailed in what she's to the T about her accusations.
Keep in mind, she also said she also accused she accused of saying Skip accused her of her fucking Shannon Sharp, allegedly.
Yeah. So I know we should be innocent until proven guilty, but in this case, I'm gonna be guilty until proven innocent. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say guilty until proven innocent.
So you think Skip did it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he did it.
Half of me think she was a rat. One person knocked her down, and like it's easy. She need a couple of dollars, and you can knock her down too, and there you go.
I don't see you going to no beauty shop and people see you on TV and you trying to cut for $1.5 million.
Go to a beauty shop.
Yeah,
No, she was there at the tech.
I know.
She
I
was
know.
at,
I'm just saying. I'm saying you traveling around the country, and that's your fee for every fine stylist that I want. $1.5 million. I don't think you're gonna get too many that's gonna say no to you. For one, if the check amount is $1.5 million, married, not married, they may have to make a phone call first. But I don't think
that's a pretty random number to throw out there, though.
That's what makes me.
that is a pretty random.
That's a fucking lottery. That's a fucking scratch off. You come to cut somebody's hair and they're gonna pay you for the haircut or the wash, whatever it is, but you get a bonus $1.5 million.
So if if I want to make up a lawsuit, you know what? Like, man, shit ain't going good for me. Let me say this motherfucker tried to offer me, to fuck him for an amount of money. 1.5. That sound about right.
That sound about right, man.
No, it don't sound right. Because shit, who the fuck is gonna okay, we seen the pictures of this broad.
I ain't seen the pictures.
I saw the pictures of the broad. Like,
she ain't no 1.5.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Man, ain't no bra 1.5. I don't care who it is.
1.5 when you can go on the avenue for $40 and get the same shit you ate.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a hell of a number.
You can go to Magic City.
If I consult with my lawyer and be like, look, hey, this nigga offered me, some money to fuck him, how much he'd offer you?
I guess
25,000. You know what? Fuck that. We finna make it 1.5.
I see the part. That's where I think it was wrong. I thought he did smash, and the 1.5 was to keep it on the hush.
Nah, you don't need no lawyer for that. You could keep
No. I'm just saying it's like he smashed. I give you 1.5. Just shut up about it.
Her statements is that he kept telling her, "I could change your life." He kept insisting that I could change your life.
So okay. I'm on in this instance. I'm gonna say fuck it. He guilty until proven innocent. Part 2. I don't like the fact, like, from is I look at it from this perspective. I'm not looking at it from my having daughters or having nieces and girl cousins to where I'm like, nah, I wouldn't want them to have that type of mentality. I'm looking at it from me and this other one, being and this woman are in competition, and she's fucking to get to the top. She has much more of an advantage when you're talking about fucking to get to the top. Like, yeah, okay, you get instances where a woman might want to fuck you and boost you up, but 90% of the time, men don't have that same opportunity. So, like, if we walk in the club, all three of us walk in the club, are 90% of the women in that club trying to fuck us? No. Or want to fuck us? No. A woman can walk in there, and 90% of the men in that club are being like, damn, like I'm trying to fuck tonight. So that woman have that leg up, pun intended. That woman has a leg up on us. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna feel a certain way about that. If I'm looking at it from that perspective, if we doing the same job, and she can fuck the dude or fuck whoever to get the higher position, yeah, I'm gonna feel a certain way about that. Like, man, no, that's bullshit. Fuck that. I don't like that.
Let me add a twist to it. Let's make all of us male dancers, not no exotic dancers, but I'm talking about choreographer dancers, right? So this is our job. We're dancers. We started off as break dancers, and we got off into the hip hop dance scene, right? So now we work up under. We do music videos. We travel with female artists and stuff, right? And we are all in competition for the lead choreographer position. You don't think we're gonna fuck to get to the top? You don't think we gonna smash some of them damn dancers? You don't think that the boss is, forgive me, Russell, Sierra, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, if they tap on your trailer on tour, I need you to come through the room. That most men will be like, nah, I can't do that. Most brothers are gonna smash.
We would be smashing. You see the point where we twisted it. We smashing even if the job ain't on the line.
Come on now.
So wait a minute. Say it again.
So we are dancers, right?
All of us is in competition for one job,
right?
And someone knock on your door and be like, "Rob, smash," and the job is yours.
Yeah, for the lead choreographer.
Okay. Now I got it. Yeah, but
ain't no but.
But
ain't
that's
no
not
ain't no but.
That's not that's not the norm.
Listen, it is the norm for the guys that's in that industry. It's the same norm for the guys like the male stripper.
So just so I'm following. So you're telling me that there is just as much of a casting couch for men that there is for women?
Yeah, for in certain
no.
In certain industries there are.
No. Answer my question.
Yeah, I said yes. There are in certain industries.
No. There's no added. So not industries and all that. So are you telling me there are just as much of a casting couch for men that there is for women?
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Yeah. All right.
We could probably. Okay.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, but okay.
You ever worked in a call center?
So you're trying to narrow it down to a specific position. I'm talking about as a whole. Do you think that there is much of a casting couch for men as it is for women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I don't agree, but because the reason why I don't agree because shit, 85% of these positions, women are in the position to make that call.
Most of your supervisors, if you look into corporate America, most of your supervisors are women.
That can't be true.
In corporate, yeah, most of the
That can't
supervisors
be
are
true.
women.
That can't be true.
I'm telling you.
That can't
Most
be
of the
true.
supervisors are women.
A matter of fact, I'll go on record and say, so I'm gonna just go off of my organization. Out of 24, there are 8. There are 8 women supervisors.
So
out of 24.
What is that? Is that government that you work?
I know, but I just threw it out.
Yeah.
Out of my organization, there are 24 positions, 8 of them are women.
Yeah.
So you're meaning to tell me across business, most of the people that are in positions to make these type of decisions are women?
You get proposition.
Fuck no. Come on now.
I'm telling you.
Come on now. Let's be real.
Y'all talking 2 different things. Rodney, you're right. It ain't no majority women making. It's still majority men making the decisions.
Listen, it may be a number. It may be men in control.
It's the same thing why Kamala didn't get voted president. Still men is in control of most of the positions. In any corporation you go to, more men are in control than women. I ain't said it ain't no women. There's some, but it's more men in control.
So that's what I'm saying. Men as a whole do not have the opportunity. They don't have the same opportunity to fuck their way to the top.
Because this ain't as many women in control as it is men.
I don't think men.
That's what he's saying. He's just saying that just the sheer numbers on average is way more men, very few women. So for me to do that to get to the top, I only got one avenue. I got maybe one woman that I can do it to because she's the only one up there. The rest of them was men.
I think men have a different casting couch. I mean, yeah, we'll bang. It won't get you to the top. It'll just get you in a door or two to the level. Women continue to do that for the top. We're not going to be able to do that because of that. But it's a casting couch.
There is no ladder for a woman. A woman can fuck the guy, and that's it. Like they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pussy sells. Pussy sells.
No doubt.
Pussy sells itself.
Right. It's just, that's all he's saying. It's just like
dick don't necessarily do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't agree with you on that, but okay.
Okay.
I can't agree with you on that.
It don't sell itself to that extent. Shit, I can tell you that.
So I always created issues and shit.
Yeah. But hey, that's just how, you know, I just wanted to bring that up because I know it was definitely on the landscape.
So let's get a vote. You're saying Skip did it, right? Rodney, you saying Skip guilty?
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna say he guilty until innocent.
Okay, what about you, Ant? Skip guilty?
Yep.
I disagree. I don't think she can. I don't think she can prove any of that shit.
You didn't say what she can prove. The question was, did he do it?
Nah, 1.5. Nah, no, I don't agree. That's a high ass number.
And he and look at him. He the type of motherfucker that would throw out some ridiculous ass number like that.
Man,
anybody else would be like, "Shit, I give you a band."
Listen, you can get something going $10,000.
Exactly. But this kid Bayless, he looked like he would throw out a number like that.
Man, ain't no girl
getting some snatch.
Ain't no damn woman saying no to no $1.5 million.
She didn't say she said it. She said he said it.
I said there's no woman saying no to 1.5. That's the number that she claimed he offered her. That's a fucking lottery ticket. Put that shit in writing. Y'all can do it in the car, wherever. Ain't no woman saying no to
So
this shit.
if Nikki get off of 1.5 to go with Skip, you putting it in the car?
Say it again.
Signing the paperwork?
Say it again.
Nikki get off of 1.5. You signing the paperwork, put it in the car, sign, seal, deliver.
I'm looking at her crazy, but she said, "No, I'm thankful, I'm blessed." You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, now you switch the angle around, and you bring up, your top female entertainer, whoever.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, I get you. I'm just saying is that you don't know. She may have. I wouldn't put it past no man, even though the 1.5 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't.
That's crazy. That's a crazy amount. To me, it sounds like something happened, and then he started offering more money to shut her up.
Now that's something I could go with.
Like
I could
maybe it would have been you got some kind of proof. Maybe I'll out you, and then he start raising the money to keep her shut up.
Listen, in today's society, and is videos. All she had to do was leak one. All
What
she
I'm
had
saying
to do,
is, to me, 1.5 meaning I got more on you than just you asking for some. 1.5 mean I got some real stuff on you that can mess your career up.
Hey, let's switch this right quick. What do y'all think about this?
Before I mean, I don't. Are you switching the subject totally, or are we still on this same?
I was finna add another topic in since we're talking about the case.
But before we do that, or before you do that, I'll just add. I mean, this whatever you think about it, whatever. Not necessarily about the Skip situation, but the Joy situation. I did see a podcast about Marcellus Wiley, who worked at FS1 for years, and he did acknowledge that he did hear, or there were, the things that there were said about Joy Taylor aren't just like out the blue. Like that shit, like it was kind of going around like, yeah, this is what was happening. So
yeah, it's not, to me, it's no doubt that she probably did do it, but she got her own show now.
Listen, I don't agree with that, because that's always the stigma that goes with women. Joy Taylor brings something to the position. Yeah, she's beautiful, but I like her opinion. So it's wrong to sit up there and say.
What I'm saying is she didn't have no opinion. Wasn't nobody listening. Wasn't nobody gonna. She the only. Wasn't nobody gonna listen to her.
Listen, she's in a much better place from the Undisputed as the moderator, because she didn't have a voice. When she got on other shows, she got to talk and give her opinion. She was the moderator for Undisputed, so she really
right. I'm just saying, she was nowhere. She was a nobody.
No, she old boy
Before,
sister.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean
she wasn't
his sister. But the crux of the issue is she's fucking the head of programming.
Yeah.
So that's why she is getting the positions that she's getting. She allegedly fucked the corny African nigga, and now they had a show. So
you're talking about Acho? Yeah. So she's invited on a show, but when we saying show, I'm trying to think to myself, she don't have a show. She's a guest on. She don't have her own damn show.
She does have her own show.
What's the name of her show?
She on there. Speak. She's the head of.
She's not on. The head.
She the head of her. Michael Irvin,
Paul Pierce,
and Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay, so they gave. Okay, so
yeah, that's what I said. She got to where she got paid.
Wait,
she got straight to the top. She got her own show.
No, let's back this up. I thought this shit took place 2016.
It may have,
Well,
but it's still
the whole
in 2016. It got her in, like you said, got her. He couldn't just pop on straight on and get her straight to the top immediately. Started off with Undisputed, then she was on as a lead. I mean, she kind of worked her way up, but doing that act got her
So
started.
so
To the,
the hairstylist worked there from 2012 to 2023 or something like that.
okay.
So it's not it's not necessarily like 2016 like past. Like she worked there that whole time. Now probably she got let go for some bullshit, and all of a sudden she
Yeah.
wanna up up
you
out
want to get
everybody.
paid.
But it ain't like she been it wasn't like she worked there from 2012 to 2015, and now 10 years later she want to come out with this shit. Like she was employed with Fox, like I said, I want to say up until like 21, 22, somewhere around there. Anyway,
So
my thing is the whole Joy Taylor thing. No, go ahead, Squeak. Go ahead.
no, I'm just trying to gather it. So the facility was created from Speak, and she's the lead moderator of Speak, whereas Acho is the lead moderator of the facility. But see, I thought all these things were being created because Skip Show Undisputed was fucking failing horrible. So they're trying to make different shows with lead analysts that they can have to kick it off, But to me, Speak with the playmaker, her and Paul Pierce,
Period.
their energy and chemistry is off. Whereas when she was on there with Acho and them, they had really good chemistry.
That's why
But
they gave Acho and them their own show,
yeah,
and they left her behind to run, and they had to have somewhere to put Keyshawn and Paul, all the Skip rejects.
so Keyshawn and Playmaker rotate in and off, right?
Keyshawn is sock. Keyshawn is every day.
Okay.
Playmaker in and out. Keyshawn and Paul Pierce is there every day, and Playmaker come in and out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they put them in the worst time slot, and they put them with Joy because them were Skip's rejects.
Yeah, that's some tough allegations, If it ain't true,
But I'm saying it's tough, but I mean, how different is it than in the music industry? The girls doing the same thing to get to the top, to get her deal, whatever. It's whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's not really new.
Right.
This has been done, and like Rodney said, women get the opportunity to do that, to mess their way, up to the top or get opportunities. And Joy Taylor been messing with that exec, got the opportunity to run her show, even though it's a side show, because Keyshawn and Paul Pierce is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't understand. The allure of Paul Pierce. They would have been better off getting Garnett. I hate Paul Pierce to a T. I mean, I hate him.
See, I think Paul Pierce will do better on a podcast. He
do better with KD. The problem is, they had just signed all these people to work with Skip, and they ain't had no place to put them.
Skip was horrible.
No. I'm just saying is they just signed them, so they got to put them somewhere.
Yeah.
So they threw the rejects on the show Speak and let Joy take it.
Yeah, I can't watch it no more. I liked it when her and Acho and them was together. I liked her opinion. She had something different, I like it with Chase on there as well now. The facility. I like the facility.
The best show on FS1 is First Things First.
Yeah.
I can't even get to that no more. I forget it.
That's the best show.
That's the best show. That's the one I don't miss. I miss the rest of them.
Man, Chris would change it. Chris would change his. He'll change his answer Left
No,
or right
no.
on you. Yeah,
No,
he'll change
Brassard's
his answer.
solid.
Huh?
Brassard is solid.
Yeah, he'll
That,
change his
that
answer.
they're a solid show to me. I like Nick Wright. I like Chris Bouchard. I even like Kevin Wild. I like First Things First. The best out of all the shows, ESPN, all the First Things First is the one I like best out of all of them.
So I heard who
The facility is second.
Kevin Wiles did and I mean not Kevin Wiles. Marcellus Wiley did an interview. And he said who you can attribute the success of that show to.
What
And
show?
who do you think he said?
What show you talking about?
First things first. He like there's one person that you can attribute that the success of that show with.
Colin Cowherd.
No, first things first.
Gotta
He
be.
said,
Gotta be.
who?
Who was the? It's
The
three now.
person that you wouldn't think.
Who's the person that used to be on there?
No, first thing I'm saying first things first.
Yeah, but I'm saying, wasn't it another person on there? Wasn't it four of them?
No.
It's always three, and then they either have a special person on the side.
So the answer is Kevin Wiles.
Who's Kevin Wiles?
Yeah, he runs it.
Like he said, Nick Wright and Chris Broussard, whatever. But Kevin Wiles is the reason why that show is what it is.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
He runs the whole thing.
No.
He's a producer. He
runs everything that goes on that show. He is the one who okayed it.
That show.
He did the same thing, and the reason he did the same thing on ESPN. Like he was running shows on ESPN, so that's kind of where his background. That's why Marcellus
I didn't know that.
Said, like he knew him from that, and he was like, "Hey, y'all up here thinking this and about this show and why it's successful. He is the reason why it is what it is." Because
I never fuck with them no more. I like first take Monday to Tuesday when Shannon's on there, and they don't compare to first take.
I don't even I can't even like
first take
like Stephen A. Smith is a joke.
Yeah,
he's a fucking joke. And
they don't have no continuity every day.
Shannon to me is getting he's
corny.
He's inching his way to being a joke. So I don't fuck with First Take. Like I
ain't watched First Take in months.
Like I put it on just to have some in the background, but then I'll switch
it. The facility is way better.
I've never watched that.
Yeah, facility is good, but I can't say it's way better. Ancho is cut
Ancho good.
He cuts from Stephen A.
It's Ancho, Shady, James Jones, and Chase Daniels.
Nah.
It's pretty good.
The only thing is, I don't know how that show gonna work in 3 weeks.
What you mean?
Well, when football season
season's over with.
Oh yeah. See.
Like, what the hell is they gonna be talking about?
Yeah. See that's the thing. Now they could talk. They talk sports.
They talk football all the time.
Who wants to hear
football players
talk about
basketball?
There are still news stories.
Don't nobody, but it's 4 football players talking about basketball or baseball.
Yeah, I think that's
it's going. I don't know how they gonna keep it. I mean, for football season, it's cool.
Right.
I don't know what they gonna do when football season over.
And that's why Paul Pierce is trash, because I understand.
He don't know nothing about football.
I understand Shannon laid the groundwork for someone to talk about things other than
their sport.
Their sport. But outside of LeBron, he does a pretty good job of talking about it. But
now, Shannon up there, man. Like, you gotta give Shannon
outside of LeBron, he does a pretty good job of talking about it, of other sports. But
Paul Pierce is struggling right now.
Yeah, Paul Pierce, fuck no. McCoy, no. James, we haven't heard McCoy, James Jones. No, we have because they were McCoy,
They
James
was on
Jones.
speak.
They were on speak before,
Yeah.
and it was like, nah.
Nah, Shady was the one. Shady was the one speaking up for Russell Wilson when
No, we
it
saying
was both.
Football.
outside of football.
That's
Okay.
football. Yeah.
They can talk football, but when they go like them and speak, they gonna need to switch. Because when basketball, I mean, not Keyshawn. I don't know. I don't even like Keyshawn no more. He bored me.
He's just too dominant with his conversations and his opinion. That's all. You know, I have taken.
What I've been saying is, Keyshawn is boring. I don't know what they're gonna do for basketball. Ain't none of them shows set up for basketball.
Nah.
First thing first is the only one they can because they don't have players. They got journalists.
Yeah, but see, that's where they get.
And a sports bet.
That's where they get boring at because the shit they talk about from time to time, in their opinion, Nick Wright takes it over, and they go off on a tangent from time to time. You know, I can't deal with that.
I enjoy it.
What's the show to come on before them with the
Colin Cowherd?
No, I'm sorry. They come on at the 8:00 hour.
Ball
head guy.
I ain't never watched it, but the Ballers.
Yeah, that shit. I can't do that.
Yeah, I watch it. My routine is if I'm watching it, get up. Once get up is off. Then I transition over to get up is the only thing I can watch on ESPN. Then I'll transition over to the facility. I can't watch Cowherd all day. That just drives me nuts. At that point, I take a break, and then I come back at 3:00.
Yeah, it do. And then I'm on YouTube by that time. I got the YouTube playing or something like that.
They had Snoop on there today.
On where?
On First Things First.
Damn, I missed that. The second hour or the first hour?
Not Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that little girl, Lady Snoop, whatever her name is.
Snoop from The Wire.
Oh, shit! Really? Why?
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They little bits.
Yeah, so yeah,
they bits be good.
She ran up on Nick Wright. Yeah, it was good. It was good today. I mean, like I say, that's the only show that I really that I tune in
every week. That's where you was getting your picks from. Nick's picks.
No.
I know it. Nah, I figured you out. That's where Robbie getting his picks from.
Nah, because that nigga is all KC.
Hey, let's get two more football topics in. I'm gonna switch this Drake.
Man, I ain't got time for 2 more. It's 2 hours, sweet.
All right.
It's damn near 12:00. I gotta go to bed.
I want to do Swerp and just wrap it up or what? Because I wanted to get your opinion on who's the fall for the Vikings early exit.
Sam Darnold.
I was thinking Kevin O'Connell.
Sam Darnold.
Nah, bro, he worked miracles with a bust of a quarterback.
Yeah, I was thinking.
They had the best receiver in second top two receiver in football.
He's the best.
Nah, it's hard for me to say that when I seen Chase do what he do.
He's the best.
He better than Chase.
I'm just saying, Chase a bad boy.
The numbers.
What I'm just saying is
the numbers.
He is.
Justin Jefferson is the best.
He just and listen. He's doing it with 2 Swerp quarterbacks.
That's the thing. 3.
He did it with 3, and Chase only has Burrow.
Like he's had Justin. I mean, he's had Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Who was a quarterback when Kirk Cousins blew out his Achilles last year?
Yeah, I want to say Fitzpatrick. I don't think that's
it. Wasn't Fitzpatrick, but whoever that quarterback is, he was still catching passes.
Yeah,
like he is the truth. Like Justin Jefferson is the truth.
He's true. That's true. Okay.
But yeah, so the Swerp was Darnold. He looked like the Sam Darnold from the Jets.
Yeah, seeing ghosts.
Yeah, I got Kevin O'Connell as my Swerp of the week. You didn't.
We already moved. We already.
Yeah, we transitioned.
All right.
Go ahead. Kevin O'Connor, I can't dispute your Swerp of the week, but that's a bad one. Why is he your Swerp of the week? Damn, he done froze up. That's what he get for saying
Who?
Kevin O'Connor. This
Who?
man took Sam Darnold to the damn 14-3
Y'all can't hear
record.
me?
Okay,
Nah.
now you back. You froze up.
Nah, I was listening to y'all the whole damn time.
No,
You may have been
froze
listening
up.
to us, but we weren't listening to you.
Oh, okay.
froze
Yeah,
up.
I heard you say. I heard you. You said Rod, but Rod didn't say nothing, so that's why I was being quiet. You asked Rod for his Swerp of the week.
Nah, you froze
Nah.
the fuck up. But
Yeah.
go ahead. You
Okay.
got it now.
Who? I already said my Swerp.
Kevin O'Connor.
Why?
Yeah, because
He said why?
Oh, okay. So I thought he didn't do a good job. You know what you got in Sam Donald, right? You know that he needs that nurturing, and you should have been using quick pace, making an adjustment in that game. What the Rams was doing, they was pressuring him, and so you were winning with with your running, and you should have stayed with that, and you should have made him throw quick plays and quick short passes. But Darnold has always been holding that ball. That's what he do, and you didn't do a good job of, to me, coaching him and just letting the Rams do what they wanted to do to him, and it pretty much changed the whole outcome of the game. And he stuck on the sideline making all these faces like, bro, you ain't never seen this dude do this before. Like, come on, man, you know what you got. And so to me, I think that's the reason Sean McVay got over Jared Goff. You know, when he was trying to coach Jared Goff up, and they went to the Super Bowl and lost the way they did. You know, keep in mind, Jared Goff is their first round pick. And he went and got, Stanford because of what he felt he couldn't do with Jared Goff and got up off of him. It paid off, but I feel like that's what Kevin O'Connell should have been trying to do with Donald, because he has he got the arm strength with him. When he chooses to scramble, he could run. Just tell him that shit during the game. Make that adjustment. Tell him that shit. Don't let that boy keep going out there getting gunshot and shit like that. He already planned on the 1-year contract and shit. He already carrying a lot of pressure on him and stuff. And you just let him just, feel the pressure and shit like that. I thought he did a bad job of coaching and making adjustments last week, which cost his team their playoff berth. So that's why I picked him.
He choked, but I got you.
Yeah, he did. That's the best way to say it. He choked.
He didn't choke. His quarterback choked. But
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Sam Darnold choke.
yeah.
All he had to do was throw it to the best receiver in football.
The shit, the boy was covered. He was double covered. Throw that motherfucker and it's getting picked, ran back the other way. That's what he didn't want to do.
But I tell you what, though, I'd rather give my best player or the best receiver in the game, I'd rather give him a chance to make a play than take a sack for 15 yards.
Yeah.
And that's why Kevin O'Connell was looking like, God damn,
like
throw
it up.
Just throw it. Get rid of it.
If you ain't telling him that shit before the game, halftime, and keep reminding him.
You don't think there's an opportunity?
You don't think he said throw it?
I don't know what the hell he said. Because he definitely.
You can see it on his face. So you can see it all on his face. He wanted to bench him, but he couldn't. Because they in the playoffs and they fortunate. It's like, man, if you just don't throw the ball over there.
Kevin O'Connell's face said everything. It was like,
just throw the ball up.
Like, damn, why the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, just throw the ball. He got sacked 9 times. 6 of the motherfuckers he held on it for too long. Now, some of them were 4th downs to where if he just threw it away, it would have been the same thing. But
yeah, I guess that's where he just ain't the quarterback.
There were like 4 of them to where he could have got rid of the ball and kind of changed, because football, playoff football is field position. Field position is like number 2 under turnovers.
Sure is.
field position. And that,
Yeah.
and if I'm not mistaken, I heard that Sam Darnold lost the most yardage getting
Ever.
sacked in history.
I
Playoff
think they
history.
said he damn near lost 100 yards.
Yeah. And that was the most in playoff history.
Hey, did the Vikings offense look predictable to you all?
No. What I saw was Sam Darnold holding on to the ball too long. That's what I saw.
Against man cover, a team that went man to man most of the game with just pressure.
They was disguised as man to man. It was never man to man. That shit was disguised. Every time he threw to his favorite target, it was them two receivers back there, two D backs back there.
First of all, he only threw to his favorite. His favorite target had 5 catches in the first half, and I know that because I was on Prize Picks and I had him for 7.5 or 8 catches. That motherfucker had 5 catches in the first half, didn't have another one in the second half. And it wasn't because of fucking. Now go ahead.
Can't happen. I mean, I'm just saying that just can't happen. At some point.
Ahead. No, give your Swerp.
You gave Sam Donald.
AJ Brown.
Okay, yeah. Wait, you already gave yours?
No, AJ Brown.
Well, when you say Sam Donald earlier, I called you first.
No, I said you said Kevin O'Connell. I said no, that's wrong. Sam Darnold lost the game. Sam Darnold is the one, not O'Connell. Ain't nothing you can do when you got a inept quarterback back there taking 9 sacks, not throwing the ball, not getting rid of the ball. You dead. Ain't nothing you can do as a coach. You can't bench him because he won 14 games this year.
You can run the ball.
They was on that. They had 8 in the box.
You could run the ball. Cook was getting yardage. You can keep running that damn ball.
Cook.
Yeah.
You mean Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did say Cook. Yeah,
it wasn't going. But
and
forget that Swerp. He wasn't getting nothing. That's what I'm saying. It was bad. The quarterback got to do better. But my Swerp of the week is AJ Brown.
Okay.
Can't be reading the book on the sideline. I think I would have lost my mind if I was a teammate and I seen him over there reading the book.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, dog, do that on your own time. If you want to come over here, I need you locked into the game now. You over here, you might as well be watching porn on the thing. Like, bro, what you doing?
My bonus Swerp of the week is George Pickens. That's my bonus Swerp of the week.
Who?
George
George Pickens could be the Swerp of the week every week.
Yeah,
You can't win with him.
Yeah.
You can't win with them.
That motherfucker. I thought you could. The talent. Nah, I'm done.
You can't win with him.
I'm done.
But yeah, for me, AJ Brown can't be on the sideline reading the book and you're in the middle of a playoff game. And it wasn't like it was a blowout either. It was kind of tight.
Yeah,
it was tight.
Like a possession or two.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need you. We go all year. If they lose that game, man, I'm about ready to choke slam him because I'm like you wasn't locked in. It was a block or something you could have been doing that could have been helping us win. You could have been coaching another receiver or getting in contact with the quarterback. Hey, how can we do this, and this? So just Swerp of the week.
Yeah, I picked them, but I don't know if they're gonna make it though.
So I'm gonna go. So now that you bring that up, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a flash. I'm gonna do a Jalen Hurts / me. So
Jalen Hurts.
So the Jalen Hurts is based off of what you just said. You got a nigga on the sideline reading a book. You gotta go over there and flip that motherfucking book up. Like,
yeah, like lock in. I got
you. Hey, this month. Look at the clock. Like
this the playoffs. This is the playoffs.
So That's why I say Jalen, and that wasn't my Swerp of the week. But since you said that, that made me say, yeah, okay, Jalen Hurts, yeah. Now you on the clock because you can't let that shit happen. Because it ain't like you was on the
So that
field. It ain't like you was on the field and he was on the sideline and you didn't see it. Like y'all both was on the sideline.
Was
So
Jalen sitting next to him?
nah,
you want to
somebody
sit next
else.
to him. But
Can't blame
shit,
So,
Jalen for that, though.
so is that the coach job to do that, or the quarterback?
Any player. That's
quarter. Well, you know what?
any captain, any
You know what?
teammate can do that.
I tell you what. I take it back from Jalen Hurts. Devontae Smith was sitting next to him.
That's the one. Yeah,
And
yeah.
He looked over.
Like what you're reading, dog. Can I read it with you?
No, he didn't. It wasn't that. He looked over and saw, like, he kind of peeked and just was like, turned his head, like, I'm gonna act like I don't see it.
What was this like the end of the game?
No.
No.
It was like 16-10.
During the middle of it, we in a dog fight.
It's like 16-10 third quarter.
Why you bring a book on the damn field? That's crazy.
So
he's sitting there.
So I take it
he's sitting there licking his thumbs, turning pages.
That motherfucker like this.
That's
just
crazy.
reading the book.
I'm just saying this: if they would have ever lost the lead, man, I'd have been and choke slammed him and threw that book down. Like, man, what is you doing? Lock in. Like, it's crazy.
But somebody should have said something on the field. But
yeah,
I mean on the sideline. But anyway, I said I put myself as Swerp of the week, and it was because of Lamar Jackson. I've always looked at him thinking that, well, I won't say always, but I was like, damn, he get up to the microphone. I always wanted him to be a little bit more polished, a little more refined when he talked to the media, because it's like, fuck, we already got this stigma about us. Like, they don't think we can do this. As being a quarterback, and he did not represent himself as a person that can be a quarterback that can win. And then on top of how he plays, it's like he don't play the way that you would think he should, So that's why I say I'm the Swerp. Lamar Jackson should be the third. He should win his third MVP of this. He should win his third MVP this year, and he should do exactly what he's doing, being who he is, being true to himself.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I'm the Swerp, because I wanted him to fit into some sort of box. Like, come on, man. Like, man, don't be up there with your hair all wild and don't talk all country and all that. Like, man, come on, represent us and represent us the right way. And nah, man, just
you are Swerp for even thinking that.
Nah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I get you. I definitely get you.
Who you got MVP, Squeak?
To me, honestly, go ahead.
You say I'm Swerp for thinking what?
But for me, it was for thinking that he had to act and look different up there on the stage to represent himself. Like, almost be fake. That's the part. Like, you wanted him to be.
It ain't fake. It's what they call professional.
But okay.
Which will result in being fake.
But why? I just want to hear why you say. Why would it be?
I think you should be who you are, and if that ain't you, I don't want to, just because I got the microphone or the camera in my face. I got to change how I look and how I go up here and talk and do this and do that. I'm an athlete. Let me be me up here on the stage, like it, love it or not. But let me be authentic. Let me be me. And I'm surprised that you said that you wanted him to be something other than Lamar Jackson.
Now I disagree. Before you go on, Rodney, I disagree with you on some points and on what you said. You being you and you projecting out and you being a professional athlete and you being a role model. All you have to do is be you. But if you're ignorant, if I'm not speaking to you, not speaking to anybody, I'm speaking to somebody natural. If you're naturally ignorant and you're naturally from the ghetto and hood, don't be that. Use your intelligence that's internal with you. It doesn't matter if you country. Use your intelligence when you ask a question. Don't say, don't do the George Pickens shit and Antonio Brown shit and use your ignorance because you just lost the game and you just kicked out the playoffs this year and shit like that, and you go to refrain it from using cuss words and stuff like that. That's who you are. But you be professional when you ask the question. Just because you have a country train does not mean you're ignorant. Just because you don't pronounce words and say shit clearly does not mean you're ignorant. But sometimes we see each other like that. You follow what I'm saying? We see each other in a bad light like that. I don't blame you, Rodney, for how you feel. I think it's great of you to be honest with yourself of how you were feeling and like, you know what? He needs to be him because Lamar has always been professional. He just had a country shit to him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rock his little Pooh Shiesty ski mask and he got his gold grills. None of that makes him ignorant, but some people look at him like that. But he ain't ignorant. He ain't ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. But don't get up there cousin and blood and all this gang stuff if that's who you really are. Be professional. That's what I ask of our brothers and sisters.
Did he go up there saying that stuff?
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying when you say be you, there's a time when you don't show people like that, but you just be professional. If the question is asked what you like and what should we do, you answer that in a professional manner. You know what I'm saying? You don't come with the ignorance and represent for your hood. You follow what I'm saying? So I think that's why I'm disagreeing with you on some point of that. Be professional, but still remain who you are, you know.
So with me, it was more it was more, I guess, and I was talking to my wife, and it was like the older I get, the more I'm like, fuck, I'm just getting totally away from how my thinking of when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you pick up your phone, you go on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever the fuck, and the first thing you see from a woman 9 times out of 10 is her ass.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I'm a man, I'm gonna look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but the other side of my mind is like, this is
Well, you got
tragic.
to keep it.
This
Right.
is tragic to where this is what
So
our women. This is what our women think this
I
is
have to
about,
result to. Yeah.
showing their ass. So that's the duality of it. So getting back to Lamar, same thing. Like we all know the history of black quarterbacks in the history of the NFL and how they didn't think that we could play the position. So my thinking was like, fuck, first of all, they didn't think Lamar could play the position. They
That's all
wanted him,
good.
they wanted him to try out for wide receiver and all that. And now he shows up at the podium, dread, cornrows, talking country, this, that, and the other.
Grill in his mouth.
Grill. Well, the grill was that's new within the last year or two.
Mm-hmm.
But so I used to be like, man, fuck, come on, Lamar, like you got a chance to be something that we've never seen before, but you still kind of lean into, not whether he know it or not, leaning into the narrative of not being able to, a black quarterback not being able to lead and win a Super Bowl, whatever. But like I said,
So you wanted him to be a little bit more Patrick Mahomes?
no, I don't. You don't have to be
I
Patrick
mean, because
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes kind of buttoning it up and tightening it up a little bit. He's more. You can sell Patrick Mahomes. You can't sell Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you can sell them. You can sell
No,
both of them.
I'll tell you what I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be less niggerish. That's what I wanted. A few years, like previously, I wanted him to be less niggerish. But now I'm like, nah, man. Be who you are.
Yeah.
Be who you
I
are.
got
I'm more like, I respect that. I respect that more. Be who you are, because you're going to eventually, people are going to eventually look at you and be like, this is who Lamar is. And like, people love Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
They
I,
love
I
him.
I think it plays for 2025. I think 10 years ago they would have been had him clean almost out the league. It wouldn't have worked 10 years ago. I think now it plays with the social media and everything being with all the stuff out. I think him being authentically himself plays. People like him, love him, or whatever.
I
There's
disagree.
one. Oh, my bad, Squeak. There's one difference. I mean, there's one caveat to that. There's never been anyone like him. No, there has
Well, what I'm saying is,
there's never been anyone like Lamar Jackson. So 10 years ago, there was no Lamar Jackson.
what I'm saying is, I'm gonna just say this: Michael Vick was like him, but they buttoned him up a little bit more before he got out there.
That's exactly. Listen, without Michael Vick, you get no Lamar.
Stop. Like we're
No, I'm just saying
we're not. We can't. Let's not do that, because we can do that for any player that was good now and a player that was good before. Michael Vick was nowhere near the player that Lamar Jackson is.
Player?
Nowhere near.
I disagree with you on that.
I disagree.
So where's Michael?
No.
Where's Michael Vick?
I'm just talking about.
No. Before you go there, where's Michael Vick's 2 MVPs?
No. I'm not saying he don't have the accomplishments.
They're similar type of players because
he don't have the accomplishments that Lamar Jackson got.
Like,
ain't no player do. Since Peyton Manning.
Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick ever was.
Well, I'm just saying this, but Michael Vick still was good during his time.
Okay.
I'm saying he was good for during his time. If Michael Vick played in today's era, he would be all of everything that Lamar Jackson is now.
They would be dueling to me.
He's not. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be.
I think he would.
Why?
I'm just saying today's era is built for that. It's built for that type of quarterback.
But he wasn't that quarterback then, though.
The league wasn't built for it. Michael Vick wasn't running. Michael Vick was not running read options.
No, he wasn't.
So I'm just saying, it's built for. If you put Michael Vick, drop him in his prime today, he would be crazy just like Lamar.
Right. I don't know why you ain't getting that. They're similar.
Back if you drop Lamar Jackson back where Michael Vick wasn't no read options. He would have to been a packer passer, rollouts at most. That's it.
So all I can do is go off of what I see. I can't do the if I do this, if I do that. I can't do that. All I can go is if Michael Vick played in the era that he played in and he did what he did.
Right.
Lamar Jackson plays in this era and does what he does in this era. He's better than Michael Vick, in my opinion.
Okay,
He's better than Michael Vick.
That's your
But
opinion,
I was
right?
more so
What
on
does
the
Lamar do outside of the accolades? What does Lamar do that Michael Vick hasn't done? I mean, when you talk about both of them speed, both of them mobile, both of them
Lamar Jackson's won 2 MVPs, about to win 3.
No. I'm not talking about the outside.
Yes, that's an accolade.
Okay, I'm saying outside of the accolades. What does Lamar do that
on the football field?
On the football field, what does Lamar do that you see that Michael Vick that hasn't done before?
He's a better runner. He's a better runner.
I mean, that's a toss-up, though. That's a toss-up.
Who a better runner? I'm trying to figure out who the better runner.
Michael Vick, he ran. Okay, never mind. Okay.
I would say when you say better runner,
Lamar Jackson is a better runner than Michael Vick, in my opinion.
Okay. So both of them ran, but you saying Lamar's, I guess, faster or a better runner, right?
He's a better runner.
Okay, so both of them had arm strength. Who you think is the strongest thrower between them? Is Lamar stronger or throw faster than Michael? Throw longer than
Michael Vick had a very good arm. He had a very good arm. He could throw the ball 60, 70 yards.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than Michael Vick, in my opinion. He's a better quarterback than Michael Vick.
So get to the point where you said we never seen this before. Is it because he's a dual threat?
Because you never seen someone play. Michael Vick never encompassed throwing the football and running the way Lamar has.
Okay.
I.e., Lamar just did 4,000 yards passing, 900 yards.
Right. And what I'm saying, that's just because of the time.
Okay. But then if you're going to use that metric, then it's going to be for everybody.
Right. I mean, I agree.
Like Jerry Rice is not better than Lynn Swan.
Football has changed.
I would say Lamar is an evolved version of Michael Vick. It's not that I ain't never seen it before. I would say he's evolved. He's gotten better. He's made some of the same mistakes Michael Vick has made, but he's gotten better. Where I don't think Michael Vick, when he played, to me, his years with the Eagles was like probably his best year, but he didn't evolve better like he should have been in his prime with Atlanta.
He couldn't. I mean, he was in jail for 2 years. So.
Right.
I mean,
when the jail threw him off. When he went to jail, that threw everything into.
So was he in
two prime years gone, and he was getting better and better.
But I don't think. I mean, you can't prove it, but I don't think he was going to get any better.
I think win. It all depends on about the winning. I mean, Atlanta was getting good. I don't know.
Yeah, they never added more.
Based off of his, he was Allen Iverson. That's who Michael Vick was.
Yeah, I thought we was talking more so.
Allen Iverson could have been way better than he was.
I thought we was talking more so on how you handle yourself at the podium, at the games.
I mean, yeah.
I'm saying back then they wasn't going for what Lamar wouldn't be able to do what he's doing now because they made sure they cleaned up Michael Vick and got him ready to do that. Now, so that's why you're saying Michael Vick
he was wearing do-rags to the podium. So I don't know how they didn't.
I understand they cleaned up Michael Vick.
I don't think
they made him look a little bit more professional.
Well, he was rocking waves, and he didn't have
maybe in Philadelphia, but not in Atlanta.
No. Let's go through the MVP. Who do y'all think? I think you asked. To me personally, my MVP pick would be Saquon Barkley. I think he's been the most solid. I think Lamar is having a good year, but if I had to pick, I would pick Saquon Barkley. You know what? I should have put their coach as the Swerp of the week for not playing Saquon Barkley, but my pick would be Saquon Barkley That's
And
it.
mine would be Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Who's yours, Ryan?
This Josh Allen, he doing more with less.
Yeah, I can see that. I never expected him
Because
to.
I don't know about you, but can you name 3 receivers on the team?
On who team?
Cooper.
On Buffalo.
Yeah. Secure, Cooper, Dawson Knox.
What I'm just saying is, I don't know.
Kincaid. I mean,
I don't know none of them jokers.
yeah, you can name
Only 2 people I know in Buffalo is Cook and Josh. Those are the only 2 people.
I would say, MVP is tricky. It's really tricky.
Offensive player of the year to me would be Lamar, even over Saquon.
Offensive player of the
MVP
year
would be Josh.
Offensive player of the year is Saquon, and it's a toss up between Lamar and Josh, because you take Lamar off of you put Snoop Huntley in at quarterback for Baltimore, and
they still win 10 games.
They do not, because your boy, the running back Derrick Henry, is not rushing for 1,900 yards. He's not running.
Do y'all feel
he rushed for 1,900 yards? I won't say on the back of Lamar, but his 1,900 had a lot to do with Lamar. So you remove Lamar out of that, and
do y'all feel the Eagles screwed Saquon Barkley on getting the breaking Eric Dickerson records?
Yes.
You should have went for it, but
yes.
But the problem is the whole team wasn't behind it. The offensive lineman said he wanted some rest.
That's
so you can't. I think it had to be a unanimous vote, and the team, the veteran lineman, like, man, y'all tripping. I'm taking the week off. So I think it was one of those things to where if everybody ain't gonna do it, then we ain't doing it.
Shit, I would have tried with the motherfucking second string lineman. Fuck that.
Well, what I'm not saying is you do that and then you get hurt because you got a second string lineman in there and you playing in a meaningless game. You blow up your whole Super Bowl chances.
I tell you who would have went for it.
Dan Campbell.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Imagine Mark Gibbs let him be 100 yards away.
Man, no doubt.
That's the part where Sirianni just a bad coach. I would have played him my first half. I'd have been like, nigga, you get one half. You better make this pop.
No, you continue playing him the game before that to rack it up.
No, it was just in that last game. I'm giving you a half, nigga. You better be there or almost there.
Mm-hmm.
No,
because the second half you out, and the rest of the people is too.
But check this out. He was 101 yards away from breaking the record.
Right.
So what if he get 87 yards in the first half? So now you're gonna be like
87. I said you better be there or just about there. So I can get it to you on the series.
So wait a minute. So he gets 87 yards in the first half, because getting 100 yards still ain't easy.
Nah.
Right, I got you. So, but I'm gonna feed you.
So he gets 87 yards in the first half. So now he's 14 yards. He's 14 yards away from breaking the record. So now
we get it.
But what if he goes out in the second half, his first carry, he lose 3? I throw the ball on second down.
See, that's the thing.
Listen. I throw the ball on second down, incomplete. I run him again. He loses another 2 yards. Now, instead of being 14 yards away, he 19 yards away. We punt. Do I be like, fuck? Well, we gave it our best shot. Or do I be like, well, fuck, we can get 19 yards on our next.
It'd be some
Like,
conversation. I'm like, nigga, you got one more drive.
So my thing is, when does it stop? When
Well,
do you stop?
once
Like if
either coming out of halftime, I say you got one drive to get it. After this drive, that's the wrap. But I'm just letting them know before he go out there and lose some yards or gain some yards.
And wait,
but to me,
let's put this in context. The way it's playing the Giants,
thing.
right? New York
Because
Giants.
if I go,
Right.
if I'm 15 yards away and I go out and lose 3 yards, and I'm 18 yards away, and I'm gonna hit that one drive,
you just didn't get it.
I'm still gonna be like, fuck.
I gave you
18.
But Rod, I gave you the opportunity. I gave you a half. I gave you a drive after that. Now I'm looking out for my squad, man. We not about to play.
But it's not like it's solely dependent upon me.
If I'm the head coach, it is.
No, and I'm trying to get the record. I'm trying to get the record. So now I was 15 away from getting the record. I lose 3 yards. We throw 2 passes. They're incomplete. Now we're punting. So like, damn, like fuck. What you mean?
Listen, I'm an offensive lineman. We suiting up to do this for my boy. We suiting up to do this for my boy.
No, Squeak. I get that, but I'm talking about as for the scenario that Ant talked about. You get
when the coach, when one of them coaches call timeout and we huddle up. We get this. Oh boy, let's wrap this shit up.
I'm telling you before the game, you get a half.
Yeah.
If you ain't got it or you ain't close, you may get one drive after the half. After that, you are done. So you can take it however you want.
I'm still gonna be pissed.
That's just like the game. That's just like if the game. That's just like
I get that.
What's the difference if the game ends and you still came up a little short and you played the whole game?
Nah, and the best time to go for the record is after halftime. Go for the third quarter, the fourth quarter when the motherfuckers is good and tired and you fresh. You set out the first and the second quarter.
Nah. See, I'm trying to hurry up and get the run on 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 15. I'm running the ball. I'm getting you yards. Nigga, you better get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Because after halftime, it's over.
Yeah.
Maybe one drive after that. That's it. That's all I'm giving you.
It's all relative though, because
right. I got you.
You can rest your guys. You can do.
It only takes one play to get hurt,
and then they come out the first play of the
what was Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the 4th play. It took one play to take the whole season.
You can come out and y'all can be stale and get run off the field. So it's all about the result. So if you win, it was good for you to rest your players. If you lose, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, you should have played your people."
Yeah,
like they got rusty.
Yeah.
So, Kansas City, they gonna have 3 weeks off.
That's the only reason why I give Houston a chance. Only because Kansas City been living dangerous all year. They ain't really like separate themselves like Detroit. Detroit been knocking cats. Kansas City been living tight, so you got to be sharp in crucial times.
And
all 3 weeks,
they play hot. The one to expose them.
I ain't gonna lie. In my pools, I had San Diego making it, and San Diego's the one I had knocking them off.
That's why I'm so mad at myself. I'm put myself Swerp of the week for that. The Chargers, man,
they choked.
No, the Chargers were the Chargers. I just refuse to
believe it.
Look at it. They have no offense.
Zero.
No offense. 1. Justin Herbert is suspect. 2. No.
Yeah.
Those are my 2.
Listen, the
Yeah.
Chargers played a Monday night game. I'm trying to think who the hell they was.
Doesn't
the
matter.
Denver.
Broncos. They played the Broncos. That was a high scoring fucking game. They were
The
going back
Chargers
to
have
back.
the Chargers have no
The Chargers have no weapons. Again, can you name 3 receivers?
I cannot name 2. I can't name 1.
the Chargers have no offense.
But they
And they,
were
None.
and they had they had no offense all year. And I
To me,
fucked around and listened to the wrong. I listened to the
I ain't
prognosticator.
gonna lie. I went more so against Houston than with San Diego.
Yeah, because Houston wasn't looking good offensively. They were not looking
All
good.
defense, like Houston.
I should have
I
known.
ain't gonna lie to you. I went more so against Houston than with the
I should
Chargers.
have known
Me too.
better.
I did that.
But I
did that.
thought the division game against the Chiefs, I thought that they could have got the Chiefs. Because it's a division game. And beating the team 3 times is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but
one of our pools,
it's
I
definitely
had,
not
I
hard
had
when
the Steelers
you're
getting
clearly
the
not
Ravens
better
together.
than you don't match up with the other team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Half of me think the Chiefs is going to smack them. The other half think, see,
It's gonna be a tough game because they played.
the Chiefs.
The Harbaugh thing, it might come to fruition in a couple of years, and I'll have to eat crow, but it ain't. I should have. I looked right at it. I looked right at it and knew that the Chargers weren't that.
They need a playmaker.
Yeah.
If they get T. Higgins, then they may be okay.
Yeah.
Well, the quarterback ain't it, but that's another story.
So let's wrap this up, fellas. This is episode 54. Hey, like, follow, share, pass the word. This is Pod Deep. This is 2025, our first podcast of the year. Signing off, everybody. Take care.
Peace.
Bitch.